Hi, Omega Khaos here again with another Digimon Card Game deck profile. So I made a blue deck as well, just in case if someone else wants to play and they can borrow my deck. So these, I guess, what I will call Blue Beast. Again, it's mostly star deck cards with some cards from New Evolution, but even less than in the red deck. So yes, let's go over it. So of course first the Digitama deck. So use one Digimon. So of course this Digimon has inheritable skill that if your opponent has 2 or more Digimon with no evolution sources, this Digimon, of course, that's evolved from this baby level Digimon gains 2000 DP in your turn. Definitely pretty good, I think. And then of course I play triple Tsunamon, and this card effect is that inheritable skill that if your Digimon is battling a Digimon with no evolution sources, it gains 1000 DP. Definitely pretty good as well, I guess. But again, of course, now let's show the main deck. So first the child level Digimon, or rookie, you prefer the top terms. So use 4 Gomamon. So it just is 2 cost to play, normally 0 cost to evolve, 3000 DP. So pretty basic, nothing special, but can be very good because it has a low cost to play. Then a triple Bearmon, and of course it's pretty much the same stats as Drakamon from the previous deck. So 3 cost to play normally, 0 cost to evolve, and 4000 DP. So I think it's pretty good as well. Nothing special. Then the main child level Digimon in this deck, of course, is 4 Gabumon. So pretty general stats, but it has inheritable skill that if the Digimon that is evolved from this attacks, then you can get rid of one of your opponent's Digimon's level 5 lower Digimon's bottom evolution source. So this deck strategy pretty much revolves around getting rid of your opponent's Digimon's evolution sources, so they can't get their inheritable skills or anything like that. Definitely pretty good. Then the adult or champion level Digimon. First I use 2 Gorimon or Gorillamon. So it again is like Dark Tyrannomon from the last deck. 1 cost to evolve and 6000 DP. I think that's really, really good. Then, of course, the blocker Digimon is 4 Grizzlymon. So again, every deck probably should consider playing some blockers if you can. So that's definitely is pretty good for the blue deck. It must have all the same effects as a Cordamon green. Then 4 Garurumon, the main adult level Digimon in this deck. So it has inheritable skill. Of course, Digimon that is evolved from this, when attacking, it can get rid of your opponent's Digimon's evolution source. Definitely bottom evolution source specifically, of course. So that definitely is really amazing. Then we'll move to perfect or ultimate level Digimon. So I use 2 Loader Leomon. Again, like Metal Tronomon, it has 10,000 DP for a perfect level Digimon. That's definitely pretty amazing, I think. And of course, 7 cost to play normally and 3 cost to evolve. Then I run 2 Sudomon. If they evolve into this, it can get rid of 2 bottom evolution sources from opponent's Digimon. That's definitely really amazing. And then the main perfect level Digimon in this deck is, of course, 4 Vergarurumon, so it has an inheritable skill that if in your turn, if your opponent has a Digimon with no evolution sources, you can get the +1 security attack. So essentially can get rid of one extra security card, so that's definitely really good, I think. Then we move to the ultimate or mega level Digimon. So first is Triple Pleasureamon. It has no effects, but it's only 2 costs to evolve into this and 12,000 TP, so that's definitely I think is really good. And also 10 costs to play in it normally, which is actually possible to do first turn, which is definitely pretty insane, I think. And then of course the main ultimate or mega level Digimon is of course Triple Metal Garurumon. So essentially, if you attack with this card, you can make it active. So I think that's definitely pretty good, I think. Then of course move to the team brand option cards. So first I use the starter deck Yamato Ishida. So at the start of your turn, if your opponent has a Digimon with no evolution sources, you gain +1 memory, and of course security effect that you can then play it without paying the cost. Then I use 4 Hammer Spark, which just gives you +1 memory and 0 cost, so that's really pretty good. So of course memory, gaining memory is very important actually, because that's the resource and your plays in a turn. Then 2 Kaiser Nail. So basically you can play an evolution source as another Digimon, basically you can play it. So definitely I think it's pretty good. And the last cards in the main deck are of course 4 Kokito's Brave, which basically puts Digimon back to your opponent's hand, and of course all the evolution sources are discarded then. So I think it's pretty good, but of course not even near as good as something like Gaia Force, but still pretty good. And of course security effect just activates the main effect. So this was my, I guess, Blue Beast Digimon Card Game deck profile. Of course, like these decks are nothing special, just starter decks with some cards from new evolution. But in the future, I might want to focus more on decks focused around specific evolution lines and the characters, essentially. So yeah. But of course I'm not going to get any expensive cards, because I don't think there's really much point in spending huge amounts of money, especially on Japanese cards. So again, like I said, I hope we get an announcement soon of worldwide release, but we'll see, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed this Digimon Card Game deck profile. For now, goodbye and Khaos out.